Usain Bolt runs the 100-meter dash in 9.58 seconds, totally unbeatable. But look at the Olympic swimming pool. Where are the black swimmers? Wait, this is Simone Manuel, the first black woman to win a swimming gold medal, so why is she just an exception? Let's get one thing straight. Black athletes can swim, they just have extremely low participation. Since 1896, only 11 black athletes have won Olympic gold in individual swimming events. But this can't be blamed on genetics alone. Anthony Nesty did it in 1988, Elia Atkinson tied a world record in 2014, and Simone Manuel set an Olympic record in 2016, so why can't others break through? These pioneers aren't freaks of nature, they're proof of potential. But potential needs opportunity, that's where the story gets complicated. Simone Manuel once said, "What I'm proving is bigger than just my own ability." Let's talk science first. The fact is, black people have an average bone density 5 to 10% higher than white people and a muscle density of 1.13 grams per cubic centimeter compared to 1.05 grams per cubic centimeter for white people. That's a superpower for sprinting or jumping, but in water. It means less buoyancy. It's like swimming with a backpack full of rocks. But here's a myth to debunk: buoyancy can be learned. Elite black swimmers train for thousands of hours to adjust their body posture, raising their hips, making their legs more streamlined to offset the tendency to sink naturally. Simone Manuel's coach once said she spends 20 minutes of every practice just on floating drills. Physiology isn't a barrier, it's a starting line. A sports scientist once said, "This isn't a disability, it's a challenge. The real problem is access." 70% of the world's black population lives in Africa. In Niger, 60% of people don't even have clean drinking water. Swimming pools are a fantasy. Even in rivers, crocodiles and strong currents make swimming deadly, so kids never get a chance to learn. The same issue haunts black communities in wealthy countries. In 1950s America, pool redlining meant black families were banned from public pools. When segregation ended, white people flocked to private clubs, leaving public pools to fall into disrepair. Today, a single swimming lesson costs $30 to $50, way out of reach for many low-income families. It's a cycle. If your parents can't swim, you never get to learn. If you never learn, you can't compete. Data shows, among African American children aged 5 to 14 in the U.S., 70% can barely swim, while the rate for white children is only 40%. Swimming isn't just about water, it's about money. In the U.S., a youth swim team costs $2,000 to $5,000 a year, including fees, travel expenses, and equipment. Compare that to track and field. All you need is a pair of shoes, basketball. Just a ball and a hoop. In Jamaica, Usain Bolt's hometown, entering a public pool costs $10. That's half a day's wages for many people. Elia Atkinson once said she used to have to share a single lane with 6 other swimmers. Anthony Nesty's career only took off because he got a scholarship to train in California. Nesty is a coach now, and he once pointed to a pool like this and said, "Here, swimming is already a luxury." For most black kids, that kind of scholarship never comes. It's not about talent, it's about investment. When you have to choose between supporting your family and swimming lessons, the answer is clear, but change is coming. When Simone Manuel stood on that Olympic podium, she didn't just win a gold medal, she set an example for millions of black kids. Now, swim clinics in Atlanta, Johannesburg, and Kingston are packed. In 2023, the number of black swimmers on U.S. college teams hit an all-time high. At the 2024 Paris Olympics, the number of black swimmers increased by 40% compared to 2016. The truth is, black athletes aren't bad at swimming. They've been denied the chance to be good. Physiology is a challenge, not a sentence. Poverty and segregation are barriers, not destiny. Every kid who dives into the pool like Simone is breaking that cycle. So next time you watch the Olympics, remember the empty lanes in the pool aren't a failure of talent, they're a failure of opportunity. And that's something all of us can fix. Talent is universal, but opportunity isn't, but together we can change that.